dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seeming. I guess I've been dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
Bow. And we getting that thing. Oh yeah, boy, we so shiny. Like a SCP that walked up in your house. Ate your dog, your cat, your spouse, shiny. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and the high vibrate species on the planet. What it is, what it do, good people. Come on in. Welcome back to the channels. Yeah, I'm talking about. Yeah. Things be acting up around here. We be having the triple, quadruple check things around here, cause stuff just be funny. You know what I mean? I think it's the guys on the other side that just be, you know what I'm saying? They got some issues. I'm just gonna say it like that. They got some issues. They always trying to have me vibing low, and I just be laughing at them. You know what I'm saying? I used to get upset. You feel me? But now it's like once I figured out what was really taking place, I'm like, oh, you know what? Okay, I got something special. I got something special for this. Cause I can't just be, for real, y'all. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Cause there's a lot going on out here, man. I hope y'all being good out there. You know what I'm saying? I hope you being safe for the most part. Staying alert, staying aware. You know what I'm saying? Of your surroundings, the energy vampirism, the distractions, and all the chaos that they will not get order out of. You know what I'm saying? The system needs to crash in order to get order. In order to get order over this situation that we're all in, the system must come down. And I say that on behalf of every species on the planet that has to endure what these people done brought to us. You know what I'm talking about? YouTube, I did reach out to you. Well, staff reached out to y'all. Y'all need to get back with me, please. You know what I'm talking about? Because y'all handling my people wrong. You're trying to handle my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to handle me and my channel. You feel me? And it's not cool. And YouTube, like I say, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know if it's y'all, but if it's y'all, man, come on, what the hey? You know what I'm talking about? We need to be diplomatic around here. Let's negotiate. Let's talk about it. Let's see what it is that Academy 7 has done that has upset y'all to the point where the taking of my likes, my shares, not my shares, but my likes. You're taking away the comments. You're taking away my views. What up with that? Because sometimes I just sit back and I just watch. And I look at my page and I review it a lot. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I go back and I look at some videos to get more information so I can do further research. Like I tell the academies that I do. I do that. So I go back and I look at things, and then I get, of course, my studio tells me what's my activities and what's going on, and I see things, but then when I look at it in real time, I don't see it. This is y'all's platform. I'm just asking what's up with it. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, in between time, we do have a new request. It's from a new channel, Negentropy Productions. Hold on, you're jumping the gun. We're not getting it busting just yet. Hold your horses. Double time for the shadow law. Y'all get y'all aces in the back. Get your ace in the back. We is not trying to hear you on now day, because I know for the most part it's y'all. I know it's y'all that's doing all this to me and my crew. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, so we got Negentropy Productions, SCP readings. Salute to you, sir. Peace and love to you. I do appreciate you in trusting us to do a reaction to your channel. You know what I'm saying? And your content. So I really do appreciate that. We got Phobophobia. Phobophobia? It's like a fear of fear. Fear of fear. 8066 Phobophobia. Obviously that's gonna be a fear of fear. The only thing to fear. What's this? A sequence. We got a. What's it say? that say? Okay, by Montague. Okay, SCP. Okay, 2006 sequel by Montague, ETC. Okay, so we're gonna check out that. So we're gonna check out the sequel, and we're gonna check out Phobophobia. So looks like we may be getting a double up in one, 2 in 1. So again, Negentropy Productions. I think I hope I pronounced that right. Again, we do appreciate you over here at Academy 7 for sending this to us. Obviously, it's a Halloween special. We're past that, but you know, the gateway is still open. It's fading slowly closing. You know what I'm saying? If you know about certain spiritual happenings on the wing, okay. We do have numerology. What is that? 80. Okay, that's gonna be a 2. That's a 2 right there. That's a 2 right there. So let's see. We got the 2 right here. All right. So for the numerology for the day, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with today's segment, the 8066 is a number 2. And what I got to say about this phobophobia before we even get started, the fear, that's from what I've heard and what I've come to understand, that's an actual entity. Fear, the 7 deadly sins are actual entities. They're falling angels from what I've heard. And a little bit of research has kind of confirmed some of that. I'm still doing research on that to confirm what we're dealing with, because that's how it's called manipulation, guys. Let's just throw it out there like that. It's called manipulation. These things take on the form of things, and before you realize that it's an actual entity behind that name, you're just giving all the energy to fear. There's nothing to fear, not even fear itself, because that's your power. Fear is not your power, you know what I'm saying? But fear is taking away your power. When you understand that there are things on the other side that's trying to puppeteer your life, you better start paying attention to details when things are going wrong in your life, because it may not necessarily be you. It may be something that's attached to you that's causing all the chaos in your life. And fear of the unknown is why people, where racism comes from, hatred, and all these other little just negative energies. That's where it comes from. Fear is one of the main, you know what I'm saying, contributors to your problems. You know what I mean? A lot of people are afraid of death because they're not sure what's on the other side. My thing is this: if you're not sure what's on the other side and you haven't done any research to try to figure it out, then you have done yourself a major disservice. You just lived your life in fear, not even trying to figure out what are you afraid of. Like especially my people, what are you afraid of? You know what I'm saying? Because for one, we're multi-dimensional. We have souls. We ain't going nowhere. That's eternal. Our souls are eternal. I can't say immortal because that puts you in your avatar, and that means you'll be here. You can't die here. This avatar, yes, it can pass. It can get ran down. It can get blew to smithereens and things like that. What you gonna do with a body that's separated in 20,000 different pieces? Nothing. Okay, but your soul cannot be destroyed like that. You know what I'm saying? Energy, you cannot destroy energy. It only dissipates, and that's it. It recycles. All right. So, but if you're on this planet and you're wasting your energy, we're gonna be hollering at you real soon. Okay. So I suggest y'all pick up a book, start elevating your mind, because it is a war for your mind, and this is why we bring in this numerology. Well, not the only reason why we're bringing numerology to the SCP universe, but this is another way to help people engage in expanding your horizon and expanding your brain. And let's get people in their frontal lobe and get that frontal lobe to grow and expand, because that's your creativity, that's your wisdom. All of that is up here, you know what I'm saying, close to that third eye, which you should be using for the most part. But anyways, we got the number 2. We got feminine energy. We got the moon. We got Cancer in the 4th house, and these are the energies that the number 2 embodies. And some the positives. Just for those that are new, we got positives and negatives. We tend to lean on the negative side because a lot of people get amnesized. I call it neuralized, and a lot of other things happen to D-class and other people that's on the bottom that we just don't know what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we tend to think on the negative side with them. You know what I'm saying? Now we have got some positive things, some positive feedback, some positive beings on some of the SCP Foundation actually trying to do the right thing. But for the most part, we've discovered they don't know a damn thing. Okay. All right. So for the positives, we got easygoing, mild-mannered. We got patient, agreeable, considerate, cooperative, gracious, kind, a peacemaker, caring, persuasive, charming, receptive, diplomatic, understanding, as I like to say, and modest. All right. For the negatives, you got petty, small-minded, deceptive, apathetic, shy, weak, hoarding, cruel, super sensitive, impatient, insincere, uncooperative, sly, and inconsiderate. All right. So we got some occupations, and know if you resonate with the number 2, born on the 2nd or the 11th, because that adds up to be 2, which you still have to look at the master number 11. And you wear the number 2 as sports jersey if you just resonate with the number 2. You don't necessarily have to have these occupations, but it consists of poets, musicians, musicians, psychics, editors, draft persons, a computer programmer, botanist, chemist, a statistician, a librarian, a secretary, engineer, naval officer, mediator, accountant, healer, a clerk, designer, a caterer, a cook, restaurant owner, actor, artist, cashier. All right. For some tidbits, we got rulership over lakes, ponds, streams, water towers, public places, beaches, docks, harbors, canals, oceans, which are really seas, milk productions, and the fishing industry. The colors that number 2 correlates with is the cream, green, and white families. The tarot is the high priestess card, which reveals secrets, mysteries uncovered, center balance that holds together eternal opposites, and links with the new moon and unrealized potential. And yes, every time I damn near get to unrealized potential, I always pop the thing like that, because it's like, listen, realize who you are and what you have, and stop doubting yourself and telling yourself what you can't do until you truly put in the work and effort and see that, damn, I really can't do that. Okay, so don't just say, well, you look up, man, I can't do that. Boy, please, have you tried? Because believe me, I wouldn't even be on YouTube today had I just doubted myself. I wouldn't be the musician, the artist that I am today. I wouldn't be anything that I am today had I lived my life in doubt and lived my life in fear. Okay, so the phobia, phobophobia, the fear of fear. This is I don't really even know what to say. You fear, like, damn, boy, you in a situation. There's so many things that I would say people would consider to be afraid of, but the only thing that brings fear is lack of understanding or understanding or overstanding of a situation or entity or a being or people, for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyways, let's get this thing underway. Academates, I hope you have what you got, what you need. Academates, I hope you have what you need, because I do. And without further ado, we're gonna get to what it is that we do over here at Academy 7. And if you're over here from Negentropy Productions, welcome. You know what I'm saying? If you rocking with us, be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? On your way out, we do have a shadow tracking us, okay? Just so y'all know. And when I say shadow law, that means the ones in the back behind the curtain, shadow banning people, Shadow Lou, you know what I'm saying, like M. Bison and Street Fighter, you know, the guys back there. That's everybody, or trying to at least. All right, so that's what we got going on. So I could really use the people's help to get my channel boosted into the algorithm, so we can share our perspective and what we see and what we find. And yes, we do incorporate numerology, etymology. We done went Black Laws Dictionary on them in certain aspects. I mean, we're really basing everything off these videos that we're viewing. If something pops up that we can correlate over to real time, we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So just so things don't go over everybody's head. Now, everything ain't what it's gonna be. Everything ain't to be taken with a grain of salt here. We implore that you do your own due diligence, you do your own research, you come up with your own conclusion. No, we do not promote that you believe anything that you view via the channel that we're watching, or on this channel when you come here and you kicking it with the Academy. All right, so you come in here with an open mind though. Take what you need, take what resonates, leave the rest. You got anything to say, drop it in the comment section. We can be cordial, you know what I'm saying, to have a conversation. We talk about it. I'm not opposed to correction. I'm not against that if you have the proper receipt to prove your claim. All right, so over here we've proved numerology. That's why we keep it going. All right, so with that being said, bustin'. We turn.
Picture of a man at the top of his profession. Dr. Randall Owings of the Department of Phobology. In his tenure as director, Mr. Owings has grappled with the very depths of human terror. He considers himself a pioneer, one who ventures into the realm of darkness to bring to it the light of reason. But you are about to witness Mr. Owings as he embarks on a new adventure, one into the untraveled annals of the borderless confines.
All right, the borderless confines. All right, guys. So far, in the opening, we've already got to the High Priestess card number 2. The secrets revealed, mysteries uncovered. Why? Because this guy is about to embark on new adventures, one into the untraveled annals of borderless confines. All right, so he's about to go where no man has gone before. So let's let him uncover the mysteries for us, and let's see what we got. We read? Hey, I gotta read for y'all? Okay, I'll read for you. I'll put on my reading voice. All right. Recommended reading for brief synopsis. Pause to read. Links in description. Excuse me. Come on, Jane. We just getting started. Now, hold on. Work with me, baby. All right. SCP-8066 essential reading. A creature with unlimited shape-shifting abilities with the desire to cause fear in humans. The Foundation contains it by convincing it to shapeshift into harmless monsters from old sci-fi movies. I think we're dealing with a reptilian shapeshifter. Anyways, SCP-106 Corrosion Humanoid Monster. Site 118, Foundation Site, specializes in, what is that? Nomenclature. Man, I don't know what that word say. I ain't never seen that word before. I'll get it later on, y'all. I'll figure out what that is. I ain't never seen that word before. Nomenclature. Nomenclature. I don't know. I think I got the right. If I butchered it, don't judge me. I butcher things sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep a knife on me. I butcher shit. Okay. Anyways, it's based anomalies such as fairies. Okay, so we got the fae. Now, okay, so I need to hold on, y'all. So because when we dealing with esoteric information and mythological creatures and all of that, I like to take down all the little special words that they like to throw over our damn head. So let me really write this down so I can go back and see exactly what this word means. I'm gonna even look at the etymology and see if I can find some etymology in it. If it comes up again, I'll break the etymology of the word down. Anyways, built inside the remains of the labyrinth, and anomaly that changes its outline. Okay, so we got a lot of creatures changing, shape-shifting.
I have been getting reports of some of the lax behavior regarding SCP-8066. Many personnel have been heard laughing about SCP-2006 during surveillance, when it watches a new movie, or when it attempts to scare individuals. Some personnel have been heard questioning why SCP-2006 is classified as a Keter entity. I am here to remind you that a Keter entity is a Keter entity, regardless of how innocuous it may seem. No, SCP-2006 is not a rampaging demigod, or is it a regenerating super lizard. However, it possesses the same level of danger as any other Keter that the Foundation has contained.
Alright. They're already giving us hints as to what we're dealing with. Basically, they're definitely going to tell you what something isn't to keep you from thinking, because when you figure out what something is, it starts to destroy their system. And when you're dealing with demigods, that's going to destroy the religious system. And then we got a super regenerating lizard. Now, did I just not say something about a reptilian? All right, so we ain't gonna play games. So you know what I'm talking about. If you knew, just know we don't cut no shorts, no corners. We call it for what it is, for what they saying, for what we seeing. You know what I'm saying? And we do encourage you to do your own research, though. We've done a lot of study, and we've studied under some greats, and yeah, we've been able to bust down a whole bunch of this stuff. So this demigod issue, 9 times out of 10, you're dealing with a rampaging demigod. They're lying. And a regenerating super lizard, come on, man. A super lizard, that's definitely going to be the Draco. Like, these things 15, 20 feet tall, big wings on their back. So, yeah, I would consider that to be a super lizard. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just try not to let this stuff go over y'all head. You feel me? Hypothetically, we've heard the talk. Let's take the walk.
Think of SCP-2006's purpose. It wishes to scare people. Imagine what would happen if...
Oh, that's another thing. And yeah, because that's what he heard, what he said earlier about it wants to scare people. That's that energy. They want that fear factor off you, that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they get the adrenaline with the chrome tires on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And they work you up and they really scare you. You know what I'm saying? To get that energy up, then so they can feast on you. Once they get that, it tastes so good to them. It's like candy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
SCP-2006 broke containment and found out what really scared people. Imagine if it saw the horror and fear of war, or the concepts of paranoia or phobias common to each and every human being.
He would act a fool. He'd be on everybody, hey, somehow, some way. If he figure out what you scared of, he gonna use it. That's what they do. They figure out what you fear, and they put that in front of you via your mind, TV. They'll manipulate a situation out here in the street. You feel me? And have you make one of the biggest mistakes of your life. Think it into existence. Because they playing with your mind. And they'll make you do it. Some entities they can't touch us. So they gotta make us touch us. If you get what I mean. For example, they can't come out here and just snatch me up because I'm not under contract with them. So they can't just jail me or something, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't broken the contract with them. But if they want to get me out the way, they could definitely hire an idiot around here that's hurting for money and vibing low, you know what I'm saying, to come pull a stain for them. They can't do it, but this idiot can. See what I'm saying?
Imagine if it found the true horror of it.
But I'm gonna say he can't, because just when we're talking about me, I'm just gonna say whoever you pay, he's not gonna get that job done. I'm just gonna let you know, he's not gonna get that done.
Nuclear holocaust.
We're gonna send him back to you.
XK class scenario. Now, Couple that with an entity that possesses shape-shifting abilities with no known limits, and you'll understand why it's classified as Keter. All personnel mentioned above have been suitably disciplined. I do not want to hear about this again. Dr. Randall Owings, Site 118 Director.
Dude,
Updating SCP-2.
listen, I apologize for stopping it so much, but I'm just saying, man, we got to unpack this. Now I'm asking, why is it a Keter and not like Thalmiel? Like, y'all really think y'all gonna be able to keep it contained where it's not gonna get this information? Because obviously its strength is in its information. If it sees something that's catastrophic, world ending, like they just said, ball game. So the best way to keep this entity from doing anything is to keep it contained and to keep it away from, I guess, TV or anything. That's like, well, what Apocalypse do? You know what I'm saying? When he first came back, he walked up to the TV and he touched it. And he said, I'm learning. That's what they don't want this entity to do. Because it'll manipulate anything that it sees. And it wants to scare people. So the scarier, the better for it. But it's gonna be like the worst scenario for people, because if it sees like I said, an XK class scenario, that's ball game, and that's what this entity or anomaly. This is the power that it has, dealing with something serious.
2006 file.
Item number SCP-2006. Object class Keter. Neutralized.
Oh, so y'all got it neutralized?
Special containment procedures.
Neutralized? You
In
sure?
the interest of maintaining its veracity, this file may only be edited by individuals with level 5 8066 clearance.
Well, you need a high level.
SCP-2006 is to be held in a standard humanoid containment cell. To prevent further psychological decline, it may only interact with level 5 8066 personnel and is to be given access to entertainment media. Barring a recently developed antipathy for the horror genre, SCP-2006 has not expressed any particular media preferences. Description: SCP-2006 is an anomalous spherical entity with the capability to alter its body's shape, size, and composition with no known limits. Its stated goal is to evoke fear and dread in as many humans as possible, though its conception of fear has been heavily influenced by classic horror and science fiction films, significantly limiting the scope of its desires. Maintaining this conception has been deemed crucial for its continued containment.
Updating description.
I got a feeling they're using this. I got a real deep feeling that they've negotiated with this entity and they're feeding this thing. Just like Moloch, the Moloch video I did, Topet. That, yeah, they had to continue operations. Otherwise, it was gonna go down on the planet, and they weren't gonna be able to contain it, stop it, or hide it from us. It was just gonna be obvious something's going on. So they got to continue operations. That's of babies. I believe here we're dealing with another god. That's a spherical. He said a spherical shaped entity. So that's like a light body. So that's like when we're looking in the sky, or when I'm looking in the sky, when I look in the stars at night, and I see that light flying by, it's an orb. Or like some alien movies that you're watching, you see the orb, the spherical thing that they come out of. From some studies say it's a light body, like getting back into my light body, my God body. It's a ball of light. It's energy, meaning it can take on any form of shape. That's like the Transformers. You know how they come in, they scan the cars, and now they're all the cars that they scan. They kind of mimic that, but then they're still humanoid. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on right here. You feel? In a sense.
SCP-2006 in containment. Description: SCP-2006 is a humanoid entity with the appearance of a human woman in her mid to late 30s. Following Incident 8066-2, it does not appear to possess any anomalous attributes. Incident 8066.2. On September 3, 2024 at 2:01 a.m., several discrete instances of anomalous phenomena simultaneously took place.
September 24? Man, that was right around the corner.
Place across Site 118. Of such
Negentropy,
phenomena,
okay.
the following occurred within SCP-2006 containment cell. Location: Gamma Wing. Containment Cell 506. SCP-2006
That's 506, that's 6, that's 11. That's 1, that's the 2. That's 2 right there, where it's contained at. The room is in
its chair, watching the 1959 horror film The Tingler for the 6th time in a row.
Okay, hold on, class. Hold on, class. Let's get on their ass. Shall we? Hold on, class. Let's get on their ass, shall we? Let me pull that 8. Let me pull that 8 real quick. Alright, so we got the 8, that 8 in tarot, that's the justice card, that seeks truth and equity, represents our unique capacity for discrimination and logical thinking using the power of the mind, weighs situations using logic and reason instead of emotions or intuition. That's balance. Alright. I ain't gonna go through all of, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna pull them. I'm just gonna pull these so we can go over these at the end. Yeah, Dick. Let go.
While assuming the form of the Gillman from 1954's Creature from the Black Lagoon, it mumbles softly to itself.
Yeah, that is the lady from the Black Lagoon. Boy, I was looking at it from the side, boy. Stop, boy. I don't even, man. Is this a reptilian? I'm not sure. I think this. Nah, maybe not a reptilian, an amphibian for sure. So this is maybe an amphibious species. I don't know if it was. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's definitely what that is. The creature from the lost, the Black Lagoon. I thought it was another type of lagoon, but anyways, yeah, that's yeah, hell yeah. That thing has a distinct look. You cannot mistake it from anything else. It's definitely not a skinwalker.
SCP-2006 cell shakes slightly, and its lights briefly dim. A distant rumbling sound is faintly audible. SCP-2006 looks up and the camera feed cuts out. Site 118's security system receives 2 frames of video in immediate succession. Frame 1. SCP-2006 cell is dark, lit only by the television screen set to static. The chair has been shattered. A humanoid figure with indistinct features is huddled in the far corner of the room. A second figure is hanging upside down from the ceiling over the screen. Frame 2. SCP-2006 cell is even darker. The frame is solid black, save for the section featured in the attached image. The cell's camera feed is re-established. SCP-2006, now in human form and sitting in a still intact chair, continues to watch the film as though nothing has happened. The Tingler concludes. SCP-2006 becomes newly aware of its altered form. It appears confused and upset by this development, being seemingly unable to change its shape. SCP-2006 starts to weep. Interview: SCP-2006. Interviewer: Dr. Randall Owings. SCP-2006 is slumped in its chair, staring at nothing. Its television is paused midway through the 1947's film Scared to Death. When Dr. Owings enters the cell, it jerks out of its stupor.
Miss Joe, you're not Miss Joe. My name is Dr. Owings. I'll be performing your interviews for the time being while Researcher Lowe is indisposed. Oh, you're Mr. Randy. Miss Joe told me about you. Please, call me Dr. Owings. Okay, is Miss Joe sick?
What's wrong with being called Randy O?
This long before. Researcher
I'll call you Randy O. Can I call you Randy O?
Jeez, everyone's fine.
SCP-2006 nods slowly.
It don't sound like
I think I might be sick.
it. Don't sound like it. It sound like y'all done did something with Miss Joe. What y'all do with Miss Joe? Dr. O, what you do with Miss Joe? Cause you don't look like a doctor, bro. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. You look like a hitman. I'm just saying, Dr. O, you look like a hitman. Can I call you Dr. O?
Tell me why. I haven't been able to change the way I look for days. I've been stuck in looking like some lady, and not like monster lady like a Dragler's daughter or Bride of Frankenstein or anything. It's awful. Is that why you haven't done anything to frighten me? I'll admit I've been on tenterhooks ever since I walked in. I was sure you were about to do something truly blood-curdling, like sneaking up behind you and shouting boo.
Dr. Owings feigns a frightened shiver.
Unless I'm touched the back of that neck.
Like that. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah, I know, right?
SCP-2006 shrugs.
My heart's just not in it anymore, I guess. Have you noticed anything else while you've been sick? Any strange sensations? When you feel shivery and hot and cold, like you want to hide under your bed, is that a sensation? That sounds like fear. Are you scared, SCP-2006? Yes, I think so. Do you know why? I'm scared of whatever did this to me. And I'm scared it's just getting started.
I can understand that.
Refer to attached documentation for further information regarding...
Like, I could definitely understand that. Like, if that wasn't, like, what you were before and there was nothing to explain the process of what just taking place to you, yeah, I think I'd be a little nervous myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna necessarily say scared, because so long as I'm still breathing, I'm looking at an opportunity to figure it out. It may take some time. But when you're going through such changes like that, who ain't no telling how much time you actually just been allotted, or if you've been you're depleting. So I get the disposition. I definitely get the disposition. I mean, even if you were scared, I get it. Eventually, that fear should fade, though, because obviously the change, there's nothing you can do about it. So that's you just got to chop that up and be like, okay, well, this is what happened. I don't know how it happened or who did it to me, but I got to figure out what it is. And he knows about of course he's aware of his abilities to shapeshift and change into other things. But there is another side of that, is like today, in today's time, real time here today, right? A lot of people don't know what they are, not who they are, what they are. You know what I'm saying? Because when you figure out what you are, then you can pretty much grasp who you are, what your purpose may be. Like, there's gods and goddesses here, but the gods and goddesses don't realize that they're the actual gods and goddesses, the creators of this actual planet, and they're right here on the very planet, and they have been stripping of all their history, their knowledge, You know what I'm saying? Everything that really took place on the planet and was taking place on the planet has been covered and hidden from the from public eye. Okay, there's other species on the planet. There's thousands of species on your planet. This Avatar thing, when they brought that movie out, they were showing you the ways that the Avatar works and how other entities could be here on your planet, looking just like you and working right beside you, and you don't even know that it's an alien species or an extraterrestrial species. And it's ridiculously crazy that that's been hidden, because I really believe that things would be a lot better if had everybody known the truth from the get-go. But when you got power-hungry people that want to come in and control things and enslave people and rule with an iron fist, you can expect what you got now. So it's about to be a great awakening, a rude awakening for a lot of people. I do apologize now to those that don't know what has taken place on the planet, don't know who you are or what you are. I do apologize for those that has lied to you. I don't really approve of it. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up. I really want to say the drop that F-bomb on that is real. You know what I'm saying? It is that. Because it's been done to all of us, not just some of us, all of us. If you're not one of them, you've been manipulated in some form or fashion. I'm just here to let you know. And there's a lot of anomalous phenomena that's happening on this very planet right before your very eyes, and you cannot see it because they have calcified your pineal gland. You know what I mean? And that's what people like myself are here for. We're here to help y'all wake up, help the planet continue to rise and get back to where Tiamat wants to go, and she's rising in frequency. And if you don't rise with her, you got to go, and that's just what it is. And there's nothing that nobody can do about it. And again, I apologize that people lied to you about it. All right, so I give y'all some trigger words. I give y'all some things to go look up. You know what I'm saying? Look into, just to keep yourself aware. I mean, what we're gonna do about it? Be aware. You just may survive. If you're vibing high enough, you just may survive the ride. But I implore all of you, stick around, do some due diligence, do your research, and let's go.
Associated anomalous phenomena.
Accessing SCP-8066 file.
Item number SCP-8066. Object class Skotos.
What?
Skotos. Research and documentation of the item is still in progress or severely lacking.
Oh, okay.
Special containment.
Because I was about to say, what? Skotos. Hold on, let's one more time. God damn. Come on, mouse.
Refer to attached documentation for further information regarding associated anomalous phenomena.
Accessing SCP-8066.
See what this Skotos is. Let's take this in. What is this again?
Item number SCP-8066. Object class Skotos.
Skotos. Research and documentation of the item is still in progress or severely lacking.
Okay.
Special containment procedures. In interest.
So I'm gonna look that up too. Let's see what the etymology of that word is too. Skotos. Sounds Latin. Maybe Greek. Yeah, that might be. No, I don't know. I'm gonna find out though. It's what I do, y'all. It's what I do.
Of maintaining its veracity, this file may only be edited by individuals with level 5 8066 clearance. Personnel must possess complete immunity to SCP-8066 antimemetic effects to be assigned level 5 8066 clearance. Presently, only Dr. Randall Owings. Dr. Owings is to record all experienced SCP-8066 events to the best of his ability. SCP-8066 existence is to be made known to his colleagues by any means necessary. Description: SCP-8066 is the collective designation for anomalous phenomena surrounding Dr. Randall Owings, Director of Site-118 and the Department of Phobology.
So it sounds like if the entity don't know you or know of you, it's gonna get on your ace for real. It's like its existence must be known to his colleagues by any means necessary. This thing got to know about you. Like Miss Joe told him about Randy. Had Miss Joe not mentioned Dr. O, Dr. O would have been in there screaming for real. Like that blood curdling thing that he thought was gonna happen, it would have been worse than blood curdling. It'd been you curdling.
The cause of SCP-8066 is presently unknown. Incident 8066-1. Dr. Owings and Deputy Site Director Verity Price are walking through the keto containment section of Site 118's Gamma Wing. Price is holding a clipboard and a pen.
That's a 10. That's
writing
10.
as she goes.
How prepared are we for Halloween this year?
It's difficult to say. Fear exists within the unknown and the unexpected. It cannot be anticipated. And fearful things flock to the sea.
Hey, bro. What's up with her nose, man? Why she look like the dang one of the little vampire bats off the man? What is that movie, man? Quentin Tarantino, the vampire movie. They was out at the dang, what's that movie, man? With George Clooney. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The vampire joint? Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. From dusk till dawn. Yeah. Man, look at this nose, man. Don't she look like one of them things when they transform it, boy? Look at that. No, hey, Miss Lady, Director Price, I do apologize, but you do have a from dusk till dawn vampirized nose right here. Yeah, I said vampirized. You heard me. You got a snout, lady. What the? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
Season like maggots to a corpse.
Morbid.
Dr. Owings and Price pass the door to containment cell 605.
But accurate. Has nomenclature sent you their report yet?
Department of Nomenclature. Foundation Department tasked with the study and containment of name-affecting anomalies, such as
the woods that spur in description.
Sort of. Their newest info hazard is continuing to make communication difficult.
Wonderful. I take it Dr. Chambers at Site 8 is still ignoring our emails.
Dr. Owings and Price pass the door to containment cell 607.
Seems to be.
I think we should.
Dr. Owings trails off and stops, then looks behind him.
Dr. Owings?
We haven't had any layout shifts recently, have we?
Site 118 is housed within labyrinth underneath the Sonoran Desert, which sporadically shifts parts of its internal structure.
Sensors haven't picked up any activity since July.
Then where did SCP-106 cell go?
Huh?
Dr. Owings points.
The door to containment cell 606 is missing.
I don't follow. Are you feeling alright, Randall?
Dr. Owings turns back to stare.
Which one I'm tweaking? Okay. I'm gonna go on a whim and say Director Price is tweaking. Because Dr. O should know where the hell he should know where he going. He should know where he going. So I think Director Price is tweaking right now. I don't think she's immune to the SCP, bro. So yeah. Y'all finna have to get her up out of there. That's what they said, right? If they're immune, they're supposed to be immune. Accompany Dr. O, and Dr. O said, "Where the door go?" And she like, "What you talking about?" I don't think she immune, y'all. I think she got to get gone. Y'all got to get her up out of there, man. She finna ruin everything.
Coldly at Price.
That's Dr. Owings. Deputy Director. Are you really telling me you don't know what SCP-106 is?
But hey, this boy's serious about his name. Now I get it, or his title. He likes Doctor. He like, man, I think he worked hard for his, y'all. So y'all make sure when y'all see Dr. O, confirm that you can call him Dr. O. Don't tell him I told you. You know what I'm saying, that you can say that, but confirm that you can call him Dr. O. And yeah, y'all make sure y'all respect his doctrine, his PhD.
Don't know what?
SCP-106, the teleporting matter-corroding mass murderer. We used SCP-8066 to trap it here back in 1961. Not ringing any bells?
What I told you. They using it, man. But hey.
As Dr. Owings speaks,
I don't want to work for y'all, but y'all, hey, you know what I'm talking about? SCP Foundation, y'all need to holler at your boy over here. You feel me? I ain't shot, but I don't want to work with you though.
I'm sorry, I spaced out for a moment there. You were saying something about Halloween preparations.
After determining that Price was no longer capable of remembering SCP-106, Dr. Owings contacted Agent Benedict Lugosi, Site-118's Chief of Security, requesting that he check Cell 606 internal camera feed. Upon hearing about SCP-106, Agent Lugosi began displaying confusion and short-term memory loss, similar to that experienced by Price. Realizing that communication regarding SCP-106 was currently untenable, Dr. Owings traveled to his office and used his security clearance to directly access the Cell 606 internal feed from his computer. All recorded footage prior to September 1st, 2024 appears to have been deleted prematurely due to a system error. All footage after this point is uniform. SCP-106 container is nowhere in sight. The room is clean and white, devoid of corrosion or the black, mucus-like substance that typically forms in the anomaly's immediate presence. The door is missing. SCP-106 is lying in the center of the room, curled into a fetal position. It is whimpering quietly, and its eyes are tightly squeezed shut.
Notes. I currently believe that SCP-8066 is some kind of roaming anti-meme that came into contact with SCP-106. Even the news site AIC we recently installed appeared to be affected by it. So I've had to do the video log transcripts by hand. My immunity to SCP-8066, conversely, is possibly born of my unusually high CRV. Robust mental defenses are a requirement for leading the Phobology department.
He got a strong mind. And he's like, he really doesn't fear stuff. Basically, it's like he's the guy that sees catastrophic events taking place right before his eyes, and before he runs, he's like, ooh, what's that? Oh man, pretty lights. Can I touch one? Like, he's like one of those types. Like, I'm going in there. Like, damn, what you talking about? We come here to get the research. I'm going in. You feel me? Like, he ain't backing down. So he has a very strong mind. He can take it. He can take it. So that's pretty much what's giving him his immunity. And other folks, they have some type of phobia, some type of fear that's traumatic, I would say, and it can be taken. That's basically, it's an opening, it's an access point to your mind. And I tell you, it's a war for your mind out here, you know what I mean? And he has a strong mental defense, okay? So that's what we're trying to develop around here, you know what I'm saying? Strong mental abilities. Because once you get full control of your mind, and you know what they say, we only operating out at 10% of our, that's a lie too, you know what I'm saying? We're actually, some people operate a lot more, has a higher percentage than just 10. Y'all want us in that reptilian mind, stuck in our cerebral, you know what I'm saying? Back there, just too much of your cerebellum, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want us just really in the cerebral cortex and moving around, bouncing, using all of our mind. Y'all want us right back here in that cerebellum, right back here. You stay there, you're in the snare. Or should I say, you stay there, you're in despair.
To give all high clearance personnel. I'll be sending this document to the Anti-Memetics Division to see if a cure for SCP-8066 effects can be synthesized quickly. If SCP-106's emotional state returns to baseline while it's still anti-memetic, we'll have no defense against it.
Only people like you, sir.
Incident 8066.2.
Only those like you.
On September 3rd, 2024 at 2:01 a.m., several discrete instances of anomalous phenomena simultaneously took place across Site-118. Incident 8066-2-1. Site-118's Delta Wing experiences minor tremors and a distant rumbling sound for 14 seconds. Neither are experienced by other wings. Incident 8066-2-2. Approximately 100 kilograms of desiccated snakeskins slide out of various air vents around Beta Wing. Incident 8066-2-3. The corpse of an unidentified male manifests beneath Dr. Owings' desk in Gamma Wing. It vanishes 66 seconds later, though its stench lingers for several more hours. Incident 8066-2-4.
I don't think it went anywhere, y'all. I'm just saying, Academy. I don't think it went anywhere. Why? Because if you still smell it, I think what happened is they say it vanishes 66 seconds later. I'm thinking it raised its frequency to where you couldn't see it. That's what I'm thinking. Raise the vibration where you couldn't see it.
SCP-2006 loses all anomalous attributes.
Notes. At first, I assumed these phenomena were unrelated to SCP-8066. After all, in places like Site-118, unexplainable things happens all the time. Then I tried to talk about getting the snakeskins cleaned up and found that nobody could understand me. And that was when I realized that 8066 may be a significantly larger problem than initially estimated.
Incident 8066.3. On September 6, 2024, Dr. Owings departed from Site-118 with the intention of picking up a number of personal effects from his house, so that he could more easily live on site until the issue of SCP-8066 had been resolved. Upon reaching his house, Dr. Owings discovered that the front door had been forced open and left ajar. As several similar break-ins had recently occurred in the area, Dr. Owings initially believed that the incident was non-anomalous in nature and called local authorities to report the crime.
I'd like to report a break-in.
Is the crime currently in progress?
No, they were long gone when I got here.
Can you give me the location of the break-in?
55 Englewood Drive. They messed up the place pretty bad. Broke some of the back windows, tipped the TV over. Even... shit. What is that?
Are you currently in a safe place?
Yes, I'm safe, just... I think they cut all the faces out of the framed photographs in my house. It's unsettling.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Owings.
It's Doc.
Hold on, bro. Hey, man. For one, why is he talking to him like that? Like, that would have been the first thing. Then, like, nobody even say anything about names, folks. Like, what we doing, folks? I'd have been like, hold on, bro, my name. Hold on, folks. Like, how you know who I... Bruh, what's we got going on? Who is this? Who am I talking to? You feel me? Like, I mean, you feel me? Like, what the... Bruh, how you talking?
Mr. Owings?
You never asked for my name.
Hmm?
You never asked for my name. How do you know my name?
We'll be with you shortly.
out. Boy, I would.
Dr. Owens fled the premises before he could come into
I'd
contact
got that
with the
thing
source of the noise.
and walk right outside like,
Subsequently, an
no,
attempted
we ain't
report to
playing.
the
No,
Foundation
we ain't
revealed
playing.
that this anomalous event was a manifestation of SCP-8066.
Note, I've been making too many assumptions. Here I thought the common thread with SCP-8066 was Site-118, that it was lurking in its halls or attempting to hold sway over them, and I happened to be psychologically resistant enough to notice. But it's not that at all. It didn't just follow me home, and it was waiting for me. SCP-8066 might only be affecting the site because I'm there. The common thread is myself. Why?
Incident 80.
Okay, so how did it get in your phone? Never mind. So next question. You know what? Skip that. Hold on.
664. Starting on September 13th, 2024 at 4:04 p.m., Site-118 has begun experiencing irregular blackouts in seemingly random sections of the complex. The extent of these blackouts is unclear, as Site-118's structure is vast and only Dr. Owings is currently capable of reporting them. In the event that a blackout prevents exit from the complex, a portable generator and a large supply of food and water has been stored in Dr.
Check this out, y'all. So you got 4 numerology. You got a 4. You got 8. You got another 8. You got all these 8s. See these 8s, things that add up to be 8. That's 8, 8, and another 8. And you got your 4. And then you got 2 4s here. It's like trying to read through the code with the numbers.
Owings' office.
Notes. When I was a child, I was afraid of the dark. This was somewhat problematic as my parents worked long nights, often leaving me to shut the lights off when it was time for bed. I was convinced then that if I lingered in the dark for even a moment, some terrible creature skulking within it would be upon me. It became a ritual of a kind. Each night I would turn off the lights, then rush up the stairs as quickly as I could to hurl myself into bed.
I did that when I was a
the
child.
monster's grasping claws were only inches away.
It wasn't ritualistic though.
Each blackout feels like that to me, but now there's nowhere to run.
I mean, listen. Let me explain my disposition, y'all. You feel me? Because I mean, when like now I understand what was going on. Like back then when I was a child, I did not get it, because when I closed my eyes or when it got dark, I actually seen things moving around, shadow beings moving around in the night, moving around through the darkness. It was like this extra blackness that I could see moving through the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I closed my eyes, I could see these things approaching me or around me. You know what I mean? Now I know what these things are. Some of them are ancestors, you know what I'm saying? The ones that really weren't trying to bother me or harm me in any way or scare me or whatnot, I realize now that those were my ancestors, and we're very much connected now. And getting strongly connected too. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually happy about that. Other things is some of the stuff that I'm still having to deal with now. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly am I dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because there are differences. Demons, you got negative fairies, you got jinn, you got genies, negative, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a balance. There's basically whatever entities you're dealing with, there's gonna be a good bunch and a bad bunch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no SCP in what's it pun? No SCP pun intended. Yeah, the bad bunch. But yeah, that's just you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all ever had these experiences. You know what I'm saying? Via child or via right now. You know what I'm saying? Because even still to this day, I have certain I want to say dreams, but they're not really dreams. It's just another part of living. Go to another world when you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So when you're having dreams, you're actually in another universe, another dimension, doing things, and it's just as real as this world. That's why certain dreams be real like that. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little side bit. You know what I'm saying, with the class. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff we talk about. If y'all have ever experienced things like that, what he's experienced, what I've experienced of seeing shadows moving around in the night when you turn the lights out, or when you close your eyes. You know what I'm saying? I can close my eyes right now and I can see things moving. I see colors and all types of stuff going. It's a whole new world.
Incident 8066-5.
Verity Price's appearance has been subtly changing over time. Every time Dr. Owing looks. Every time I look at her, something slightly changed. Her hair is slightly lighter shade, or her nose is a little smaller, or her glasses are of a marginally different make. It's only been 15 days since this all started, and she already looks like an entirely different person. I wouldn't know it was her if it wasn't for everyone else recognizing her like nothing was wrong. I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm going to be looking through old photos of the rest of the staff to see if anyone else has changed. And I'm blocking access to this page from anyone without 8066-5 clearance. Now, choosing to disregard Foundation documentation guidelines for the time being. It isn't worth the effort when I'm the only one reading. Incident 8066. At some point in the afternoon of September 19th, I was in the front seat of my car in the site's parking lot. I had no intention of driving anywhere. It's a good hour and a half trip to reach anything from Site 118, as deep as we are in the southern desert. More and more of my colleagues were becoming unrecognizable, and I needed a few moments alone. I needed to be able to stop pretending for a second. I didn't intend to stay there for longer than the duration of a lunch break, but I haven't been sleeping well recently. I must have passed out the moment I started relaxing. When I woke, it had become night. There was a body strapped into the passenger seat beside me. In the gloom, I couldn't make out much of its features. All that stood out was the cloudy whites of its eyes and its lolling head, staring. There were other things outside the car too. Shadowy, vaguely humanoid shapes were passing between the cars in the parking lot, softly hissing like gas leaks. When one passed right by me, I could feel a chill emanating off of it like a walking freezer. I fled, of course, the moment I found it.
Them sound like specters.
Unbroken path from the car to the site's entrance. I may have been chased, or I may not. I was too preoccupied with running and scared out of my mind to get a proper sense of my surroundings. I raced to the elevator, only slowing down to flash my identification to the guard at the front door. When the door shut and it started to descend, I nearly collapsed. I was so overwrought at the time I only noticed as I was nearing my stop. The button for the ground floor on the surface was missing. It had disappeared from all of the elevators, and the stairwells were gone entirely.
So why you didn't say anything to the guard?
There really is nowhere to run. Notes, personnel seems particularly uneasy since incident 8066.6. Nobody has talked about it or done anything to try to fix the situation, but I'm pretty sure there's been a psychological impact. Could it be possible that 8066 was never anti-memetic at all? It might be something memetic instead, an effect tied to the anomaly on a conceptual level. Perhaps anyone aware of it becomes unable to say or do anything that acknowledges its existence.
Right.
Unable or too afraid.
Right.
Incident 8066.7.
Well, they got a lot of incidents, don't it?
September 23rd, the situation within
this
Site
thing getting busy,
has
boy.
worsened significantly. The ongoing blackouts are no longer temporary affairs. Large swaths of the complex have ceased operation entirely, The heat and air circulation on my floor is still currently functional. We've lost all light. And I've only been able to use my computer by hooking it up to the portable generator. I've seen things, too, when some of the security cameras still worked. Shadows like from the parking lot, but more agitated, with sharper, flickering edges. I can hear them when they pass by my office, scraping air like radio static. Notes, I don't know what happened to the anomalies we were containing here. Presumably nothing's left to keep them caged, but I haven't heard or seen anything of them. I'm not sure if that's a comfort or not. I want to go home. Incident 8066.8, September 28, 2024. I accidentally cut my arm open, trying to open the packaging on some rations. I thought I'd start bleeding, but I didn't. Nothing was there. It's just empty inside. What? Why is it empty inside? No, why doesn't it hurt? Incident 8066.9. Not available. Notes. I've had a lot of time to think. Trapped in my office. There isn't much else to do when you're lying in the dark, waiting to die. I've been thinking about useless things mostly, looping through the same dots over and over, worrying at them like a rotting tooth. I've been thinking about the departments here. Phobology, counter-ontokinetics, and nomenclature. Names that most people wouldn't recognize. Names are so important in a place like this. Names have power. It's why I've always been so particular about titles being referred to as Dr. Owings instead of Mr. Owings, or just random. Site 118 is a place where names have tangible weight, and I am, or I was, the man that controls it. The director of Site 118 cannot allow himself to be named so easily. Not without consequence. My colleagues all knew this.
Okay. So, that's really important, what he just said. I'll try not to land on it too hard. But for the most part, for one thing, it explains why he's so adamant about his name. I understand that now. Well, overstand it now because he just explained it. So that's cool. Got the overstanding of that. Now, about names. Let's work. This is important. Names are very important as far as like that's a energy. Put it like this: a name is a energy signature. Your name has it's a host of energy. Basically, you don't want to have in a nutshell, you don't want to have a bullshit name. I'm just gonna say it like that. I mean, just say it like that. You don't want to have a BS name. Because these names harbor certain energies, and you can do etymology on certain names, and just to see where it actually come from, what the meanings of names are. That's why certain people have names that mean, like, his name means power, or love, or grace, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Names of power, names of energy, and what they call them, words of power. So you when you're naming your child, you want to really, really think about that, because even your thoughts about your child's name and what you want it to be and what you want it to represent, that is also energy being put forth into that name. So once you name your child, you know what I'm saying? Like, just think about the people that has the common name. There's a million Ashleys around here. You know what I'm saying? There's I mean, even guys are named Ashley. There's a million of those around here, and that's Ashtoreth. Do y'all know who that is? So in a sense, that could have that energy hosted to that particular name. Do y'all know who Ashtoreth is? You know what I'm saying? Go look it up. Go look up and find out what that is. That's ash trees, burning forest, you know what I'm saying? Ashes of trees. You see what I'm saying? So it's you really want to think about that. And I mean, you got your name. It is what it is now, but I'm just saying, if you don't have a child yet, consider that. If you already have children and they don't have children, consider that for your grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? It's still information that somebody could use. Use this and give this to your siblings and your babies, and y'all think about this and do some research on this. You don't want to just give somebody a name because I like it. Like people like to give their children their great granddaddy's name. Do you know your great granddaddy? You know what I'm saying? Do you know him? Do you or your grandmother? Do you know her like that? Do you know what kind of woman she was or a man that he was? Like he could have been a stone cold killer on the low and nobody really knew that. You know what I'm saying? And you just gave your child that name. So yes, he's going to harness that type of energy. Feel me? It's deep, y'all. It's called magic, but hey, it's deep. It gets deep. Magic ain't everything Harry. It ain't always Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying? Like even with the English language, watch yourselves out there now. Feel me? Now I know we talking about SCPs over here, but when certain informations come up, I'm obligated to give the science to you of what that is. You feel me? Let's go.
So, how did SCP-2006 ever learn of my first name?
And see, and now we about to I obviously, so I would say right here at this point, if you haven't been paying attention, class, it's time to pay attention, because what I just gave you about the name and these energy signatures, we're about to find out why it's important with your name, and that's your energy signature. It's your energy signature. Your name.
Date, October 1st, 2024. Location, Dr. Owings' office. Dr. Owings is sitting at his desk, his face lit by only the monitor of his desktop. He is typing, then stops.
What the?
Dr. Owings looks up at the office security camera, then back down at the monitor.
Is this transcribing this room security feed in real time?
Something thumps on the door to the office, startling Dr. Owings. It thumps again and again and again. He wants to move, but he cannot. He is frozen by fear. He feels as though
paralysis.
a hand is pressing down on his chest.
He's awake though.
Rooting him to the floor. The door slowly creaks open. Dr. Owings can't see anything.
This happens like in sleep paralysis, but he's awake.
Hello, Randy.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Owings in the chair starts sinking through the floor. He barely notices. He can't take his eyes out the black pit of the door.
2006? Is that you?
Quiet laughter. Something ripples in the dark.
It was.
Dr. Owings shivers. He's sunk into the floor down to his waist.
What?
Just the skeleton left behind. It shit me when it became to be for a body.
Terrible comprehension begins to dawn in Dr. Owings' eyes. His breast shudders.
Oh,
The floor is midway up his chest.
oh Jesus. Oh God, no.
Look, man, cause I was just thinking that in my head. They got the red letter Jesus on y'all ass, man. Hey, I'm talking about for real. They brought the red letters up on y'all, boy. They let you know something right there. You better pay attention to details. That boy, hey, he's scared now. Y'all remember? You know what I'm saying? He was anticipating that blood curdling scare. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Him nervous. Ooh. On everything. He's nervous. He can't move. He froze stiff. But hey, I'm not even gonna front to y'all, bro. This right here just happened not too long ago to me though. For real, for real. It wasn't a black pit door, you know what I'm saying? But I did you know what I'm saying, went through, I ain't gonna say suffered. I went through a little sleep paralysis a couple weeks ago, me and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. I think it happened the same night. And she didn't even mention it until I said something about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I felt, but see the thing is, I was in theta. It kept me in theta, so I was awake, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually in the dream realm, and I could feel something coming in my room. You know what I'm saying? I could feel it, and then I felt it over my bed, right? And all of a sudden I heard this woof 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 noise over my body. You feel me? And I could feel myself being pressed into my bed, pushed in, like, right? And I was able to move my arm and kind of fan back, like, with aggression though, because I had to force my hand up. Like, get like, what, man, what? You feel me? And I was explaining that, and then my daughter was like, wait, that happened to me too. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I felt like I was being pushed down. I was like, whoa. So I think that happened the same night. That's why I keep my Palo Santo, and you see what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's why I can resonate with it. Now, I didn't have nobody coming there talking about some, you know what I'm saying my name, Hello 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't hit me with the Hello 7. You feel me? Because I probably would have shot my foot. Man, I ain't front. I can't front. I probably would have shot my whole room up, man. For real. Like, cause I'm not playing that. But I've been doing a lot of study on all that type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot about it. So I mean, it probably wouldn't have got that bad. You know what I mean? I basically just got up and just burned some sage. You know what I'm saying? Walked the house. Checked on my babies and whatnot, and you know, I don't even think I went back to. Yeah, no, I stayed asleep. Matter of fact, I went back to sleep. Like, whatever. It ain't happened since then, but I've had several encounters like that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the first time it's happened. Like, the more it happens, the less afraid I became. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've become immune to it because I'm starting to get what it is. Like, I don't know exactly what entity is doing it. No, I'm not going to say that. I'll track it down. You know what I'm saying? Working with my higher self, I've tracked down several and got rid of several in my life that's been trying to really, you know what I'm saying, rain on my parade and stuff, so to speak. You feel me? But yeah, that's crazy. But look at this boy over here. He, man, in a straight ball. I can see him now in a corner in a straight ball, just about to just pass out. Face ass.
No, please. Oh, God, please.
You ain't big bad oh now, huh?
Now sinks below the surface, silencing his plea.
It's okay, you're afraid. We'll together.
Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Item number SCP-2006. Object class Keter neutralized.
Ekido, it's 2:30 too late.
Oh.
Special containment.
Oh. Hey man, y'all familiar with these classes? Cause these these seem like some classes that you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to have an SCP in. Like, I don't want to have not damn one of them that it's half past too late. Meaning, yeah, it's already on your ace. What we doing? Nothing. Finna take it. And the other one is like, we ain't even got no information on this thing. We don't know. We got it, but we don't know what it's doing yet. We don't know what it do. So the whole time you got an SCP thinking that it's anti-memetic, and the whole time it's memetic. Come on, bro. How you get caught slipping like that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, damn, bro. What Megiddo? Special containment procedures. All the subjects are to stay in their boxes. All the boxes and things that are not boxes are to be held very close. They ain't playing.
Procedures.
These SCP serious,
subjects
dude.
are to stay in their boxes. All boxes and things that are not boxes are to be held very close.
Very close, yeah.
Description: SCP-2006 is
what?
SCP-2006 is an anomalous spherical entity. SCP-2006 is holding a box. SCP-2006 is listening closely.
SCP-206 is a stalker.
SCP-2006 is a low-quality horror or science fiction movie. SCP-2006 is expressing fear and surprise. SCP-2006 is the mighty Roman. SCP-2006 is the monster from the Black Lagoon. SCP-2006 is the bride of Frankenstein. SCP-2006 is Vincent Price. SCP-2006 is Harlan Ellison. SCP-2006 is a law of nature. SCP-2006 is afraid. SCP-2006 is already here. SCP-2006 is SCP-2006 is SCP-2006 is.
Subject: Deputy Secretary Director Verity Price. Bugs: Site 118. Verity Price is finishing an expense report in her cramped little office when Randall Owings appears in her doorway and says,
Come here. I need to show you something.
Verity barely glances up.
Is it important? I need to get this finished before midnight.
Come here.
He repeats and drags himself into the office, visibly limping. Has he hurt his leg? Is he drunk? His speech has a slurred quality, like he's not sure how to form the syllables. In the gloom of her office, she can barely make out his expression.
I need to show you something.
Dr. Owings?
Verity asks, mouth going dry. He lurches forward, looming like a horrible monument, features slack.
Randall, what's this about?
Come here.
Owings enters the lamplight and she finally sees. He doesn't have any eyes. His sockets are empty pits. Looking into them, she feels a wave of nausea and vertigo, like she's about to fall in. He grabs her by the arm, fingers digging in painfully.
I need to show you something.
Hey, man. That right there just, boy, have y'all ever had the motherfucking vertigo? Have you? I have, boy, let me tell you. This right here, about to fall in, I'm trying to man, if you, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, dude, for real. It's crazy. It's like you falling into yourself and repeating it and falling into yourself. Like, it's crazy. I even had a crazy dream like that too. I was being pulled down into, you know what I'm saying? And like, so I'm like, and I think some, some medics needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got some major powerful witches out here that can do that mind manipulation and have you, you know what I'm saying, thinking you're somewhere that you're not and doing things, and you know what I'm saying, the devil made me do it type of, you feel me? Yeah. It's serious out here, y'all. It's serious out here. But yeah, that I've had vertigo before. You feel me? And it's not a good feeling at all. Like, it's you're being pulled into your. It's hard to explain it. It's hard to explain it. It's like it's hard to explain it, man. You just like you're being pulled into yourself, and when you get there, it's like you come around the other side. It's a loop, vertical. It's, you know what I'm saying. It's, you're doing that forwardly, and it's like you're being, but you're not flipping. You feel like you're about to flip, but you don't flip, but you flip. Your mind flips. See what I'm saying? So it's in the mind. So your mind actually flipped. But your body didn't. You physically didn't flip, but your mind did. And you actually went down physically into the point where you had to stop, but your mind continued to flip, and that repeats and repeats and repeats. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry. It's
thing. On sudden, terrified impulse, Verity takes the lamps with her other hand and slams it into the side of his head. There is barely any resistance. The left hemisphere of his head caves in like paper mache, like it's just skin with nothing inside, and he's just skin. Owing's grip does not loosen.
Come here. I need to show you something.
Ben popped him, bro.
Suddenly more people are flooding into the office. Agent Lugosi and Dr. Lewis and intern Zuko and others besides, each eyeless and grasping, repeating the same horrible demand when they force her to the ground and start the laborious process of hollowing her out. She can still hear it.
I need to show you something. I need to show you something. I need to show you something. Come here. Come and see.
Subject: Researcher Joe Lowe. Box: Labyrinth. Through an impossible tangle of corridors and passageways, Joe Lowe is running. Something is chasing her. She can't see it, but she feels its rasping breath on the back of her neck. Only a hand's breadth behind her. Her lungs burn. Her legs ache. As she runs, the walls change. Smooth beryllium bronze gives way to rusting iron, which turns to concrete, then unhewn stone. The walls close in, narrowing, and she is forced to press herself through thinner and thinner gaps, scraping away layers of skin with each convolution. And still, she pushes forward. She has no other choice. The corridors narrow yet further, and now the crack of bone is heard as the researcher shoves herself through spaces that a human body should not be able to fill. Skin shreds and muscle ruptures, and Joe wishes in vain to scream. Subject: SCP-106. Box: a clean and lovely place. There is an elderly janitor. His back is stooped and his ashen skin is withered, and his uniform is so filthy as to be nearly black. Dark, Icarus fluid drips from his nostrils and tarnishes the pristine, white tiles beneath his frayed boots. The overseer says, "Wipe that up." And he does. The overseer says, "Clean the bathrooms." And he obeys, even as his touch dissolves the pipes of the toilets, sending torrents of contaminated water across the floor. The overseer says, "Be happy." And he smiles. He is happy. The clean place overflows with a pure, searing light that he can see even when he presses his palms over his eyes. There are 1,000 rooms to tend to, and each room crowds with colorless people. They are loud and smiling with lacquered teeth, and the light passes through them like cold wind. The overseer says, "Be happy."
and the old man bites clean through his lower lip with the force of his grin. Subject, Dr. Eugene Chambers.
That's
Box.
crazy.
The desecrated sanctuary.
The thing that calls itself Eugene Chambers wakes up lashed to a long table.
The forest where singing is no longer heard.
There are figures crowded around the table, chattering to one another excitedly and jostling for a space, like guests at a fantastic feast. Eugene opened his mouth to, what? Negotiate? Beg for mercy? But no words come out. Instead, a name crawls up his throat and out of his mouth, glistening and beetle-winged. The host of the party plucks the name from his swollen lips and bites down on it, chewing leisurely. How does it taste? Asks a guest, visibly drooling.
It's tart,
says the host.
quite tart. I think I'll try another.
It wipes his mouth with its sleeve, smearing name juice.
Fetch me a blade.
Someone passes the host a chipped cleaver. Holding the dull blade up to the light, it meets Eugene's eyes for the first time and grins, like they're sharing a private joke.
What do you think the rest will taste like?
It asks. Then it reaches down and cuts off Eugene's left index finger. Names, one by one, begins to trickle out of the newly formed stump. Eugene opens his mouth to cry out in pain, but no sound comes. Instead, even more names come scrabbling up his throat, fluttering and ink-stained. The guests take this as their cue to eat, each grasping for a name, as the host continues to cut away at Eugene's hand. Dunk, middle finger. Dunk, ring finger. Dunk, pinky. Dunk, thumb. Eugene breathes heavily, sodden with sweat. Names dribbles out of the corner of his mouth. Someone is saying something, but the words haze together. The pain is too much. He cannot bear it. The host reaches for his right hand. Subject, Dr. Randall Owings. Box, home. There is a box at the center of the universe, and it is full of meat. Randall Owings suspends from the ceiling like a butchered animal, dangling on his own glistening cords. His head lolls, the air swelters. Everything reeks of iron and bile. Huge veins that are corroded pipes that are filled with straight glass tubes run along every possible surface, all coming to meet at some pulsating nexus above Randall's head, just beyond his range of vision. When he squints, he can see something moving beneath the skin of the vein pipes, shapeless and terrible, fear in its most undiluted form. Something touches the crown of his skull and travels downwards. A pair of serpents that are hypodermic needles that are long, wormy tendrils. When they reach the edge of his brow, they turn and, rearing back, plunge into his eyes. Randall shivers and seizes like a man electrocuted, mouths gaping without sound. The veins in his head caress his optical nerve, and impossible colors flash across his non-vision. He feels as though magma is bubbling behind his temples, threatening to burst through. Then the needles sink into both hemispheres of his brains, and he sees reality is made of intimate tortures, and he sees them all individually and all at once. It is terror without release, suffering without death, a nightmare without end. Tears stream down his face. So Something touches his cheek very gently. Are you scared, Randy? And Randall starts to scream, and the world screams with him.
Oh, hell no. Damn. Huh. Hey man, that was intense right there, Catamates, man. Hey, what in the fuck? Hey, what? Dr. O? Ooh. Man, that boy sound like he got strung up by Pinhead. You understand me? That's crazy, y'all. That is absolutely insane. Like, good gracious, what? Damn. I guess it didn't pay to be immune to that thing, cause dang, you feel me? Boy. I don't think I would like to have been done like Dr. O. I mean, to be honest with you, I think D class has, you know what I'm saying, had better chances than that. That's insane. Good gracious. But yo, Academates, that is the video. You know what I'm saying? If you made it thus far, quadruple salute to you, because that was a spill. We was up in that thing, most definitely. Numerology definitely all over the place. It's rough, man. It's rough. Yeah, I mean, but we definitely hit the negatives. Like we got fatalistic, you know what I'm saying, which was in the 8. Oppressive, intense. All of these popped up in the 8, dealing with 2006. So as you see, that's 2006, pretty intense. Yeah. So that's, man, I don't. Negentropy. I think we worthy of swinging the block again. You know what I'm saying? We gonna spin your block again. Keep her coming, buddy. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Definitely gonna do that. I like the setup. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a suspenseful story in the way that the incidents and all the dockets were laid out. I like it. I'm rocking with it. Yeah. It's just like the Vogue in the Exploring series. I put it up there with them as far as how the way it came out. The different voices and yeah, I like it, man. Y'all put some work in on it. You put some work in on it, and I like it. I still say there is no thing, you know what I'm saying, that you should fear, because you see what fear is gonna get you. I mean, so yeah, let's get our emotions. Well, you know the scope when we break it down. Keep your head on that swivel out there. You know what I'm talking about. Make sure you keep yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally protected at all times. Don't let the world drive you crazy. Yeah, and fear is definitely one of those detrimental emotions that you might want to get inner control of. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely a war for your mind. As you see, there was a lot going on mentally. So we got anti-mimetic that was really mimetic, and I guess it's throwing people off to make them think otherwise of it. You know what I'm saying? Which is definitely a smart scheme. That's letting you know that all these things, anomalies that they're dealing with, are highly intelligent. They know how to work. They know what they're working, and that's why these people have no clue what they're working on until they start getting worked. I highly doubt that Dr. O thought that his research was going to end up being him hanging upside down by his own man. That's crazy. But yeah, y'all be good out there. You know what I mean? Keep your CT on. That's critical thinking. If you are new, that we always, you know what I'm saying, implore that you keep your critical thinking on. You use your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Use your due diligence, your intuition. You know what I mean? Use these things. Let's get some mega minds out there. You know what I'm saying? That's really analyzing and going through some of this stuff, man, because it's deep, as y'all see. And these creators, they got so many ways now, you know what I'm saying, to bring these stories to life and to bring them to you and to get you into the mood, so to speak, to make this story. I mean, put you in that feel, like what it feels like to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? So it really intensifies the stories. They already crazy as is. We know how they get covered up. You feel me? A lot. There's a lot of neuralizing going on the daily, on the regular. This is just another example of entities that's here, anomalies that are here, that's tearing people up. I'm talking about completely fucking them up. Now we see for a fact that these doctors, these researchers, these scientists over here in the universe of SCPs, they're not safe at all. You know what I mean? So, and they're subject just like D-Class. So when we get to feeling bad about D-Class, we got to remember, you know what I'm saying, some of the doctors and staff members that they get the business as well as D-Class, because I feel that D-Class isn't. Okay, my thing just went out. So yeah, my voice is still here. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses. I don't know what just happened. My door just opened and my camera just shut off. Real talk. Yeah, so we shall return. We're not gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep bringing the pressure. I am not afraid. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking like Eminem said, I am not afraid. You know what I'm saying? To get on y'all ace about what y'all got going on in here. So let me go get my Palo Santo on, and y'all be good out there. I will catch y'all on the next one. Negentropy Productions, thanks again for allowing me to react to your video. And yeah, we gonna get all these technical difficulties straightened out. Yeah, peace.